Hi guys, just shooting a little Facebook Live here. If you don't know me, my name's Gavin Scott. I've been involved in the networking industry in nearly over 26 years now. Worked with one company for nearly the whole 26 years. And if you look just behind us there's a copy of the cheque. It nearly earned £7 million in them 26 years from the opportunity. But what I wanted to talk about today is why people join MLM opportunities. Now I'm just going to flick this round and show you a number of reasons, and what I want you to do is to put in the comments which is your top three, and then I'm actually going to explain what my top three were for actually joining the opportunity I've got involved with in a minute. So I'll just flick this around a second, just hope it's not too big you can see it. So hiya Donna, hiya Mark. Right, so let's have a look at this. Right, reasons to join an MLM company. Now I've not put these in the correct order, so I just want to let you to have a quick look at this. Is A is products, B is company literature, C is marketing plan, D is training provided, E is who give the presentation, F is company management, G is upline support system, H is company image, I is super starter kit, and J is being in the first in the area. So what I want you to do is just put in the comments which you think is the most important three, starting with the top one. So if you think the products is the top one, put A, and then if you think company literature is B, put B, and if you think marketing plan is C. So just for a couple of seconds, just put that in the comments and see what you come back with. And then what I'm going to do is actually explain what I know. Well, obviously everybody's got different opinions of what it is, but this is what made me get involved with the opportunity you're in a minute. Hi Trish, just coming on, hiya. So this is what got me involved. So just if you look at this again, what I'm asking for is the reasons why you join an MLM company and what your top three of all this list would pursue. Would it be the products? If you think it's the products, A. If the company literature is B. If it's a marketing plan, it's C. If it's training provided, it's D. It's E if it's who give the presentation. It's F if company management. It's G, upline support system. H, company image. I, super starter kit, and J is being first in the area. So I'll just give you another couple of minutes to just put your answers in there before I give you mine. So Donna's put hers there. Well done, Donna. So what I'm going to do in a second is actually do it. I'll just go through once again because I want you to actually make your opinion before I give you my opinion. So what do you think the most important reasons are to join an MLM company? Is it the products? A, B, company literature, C, marketing plan, D, training provided, E, who give the presentation, F, company management, G, upline support system, H, company image, I, super starter kit, J, being the first in the area. Hi Kev. So what I'm just going to do is give you my answers to this now, and you'll probably be shocked at what you're going to come at first. Now the first one has always got to be E, who gave the presentation, because if nobody's shown you the opportunity, then you're not going to know about it. Now that's the most important thing. And then if you're experienced, if you've been involved in network marketing before, the questions are going to change a little bit. But normally what it would fall down to is E, who give the presentation, G, upline support system, and then it would become D, training provided. So you've got to have them three in place. Normally, if nobody's come across the industry at all, you need them things in place to make it work. So that's a critical one. So you just pick which one you want, and then I'll show you why I got involved with Oriflame. And it's a little bit different if you've never come across an opportunity before. So obviously it was who gave the presentation. Now the reason I never thought I'd be getting involved in another company. You know, I just didn't think it would happen. But because of what went on and lots of things that will eventually come out out of the woodwork, we had to go and find something else. So one thing, somebody had to give us a presentation. So I knew Clive from years ago. He was a good guy. I trusted him 100%. And I knew he would give us upline support as it happened. So them two things were in place. Just lost the screensaver's come on there. Just want the screensaver pop back up again. So I knew they would be in place. Just wait till the screensaver kicks back in. So I knew the support system would be in place perfect there with Clive. Just coming back up the screensaver now. So I knew that the support system would be in place 100% with Clive there. So it's who gave the presentation was the most important. So Clive gives us the presentation and upline support. But then other things I needed to know were in place was the products in this particular case. So what I needed to have was products that actually would retail to customers. Because if products don't retail to customers easily, you've got a problem. So that was the thing I was looking at next. This is my particular ones I was picking at. Products that move to the customers easily. Now, what I didn't understand, I hadn't seen the company since '93. I did like the catalogue when I seen it all them years ago, but I don't really know much about the cosmetics market at all, to be quite honest. So I wanted to know I could just give somebody a catalogue and then they would buy the products without having become a salesperson to explain it. Because 95% of the population aren't salespeople, and if you're trying to build a business and you're focusing on 5% of people who want to be sales professionals, you've had it, because it's not going to work. You'll soon run out of them 5% of people. So the products had to sell themselves, and the catalogues were amazing. You know, the catalogues were amazing. It had smells in there, so you could just give somebody a catalogue, and that worked. Now, the other thing that I didn't spot straight away, which wasn't quite explained, but we picked it up pretty quick, that in each catalogue, the products have products up to 55% off. Now, this is probably the key ingredient that makes it work, is because when the public get to understand that, or the agents get to understand that, then they like the products and they'll buy them at a discount. An example of that, I give a catalogue to somebody who I never thought I would actually buy. They were totally against catalogues. And I just explained, here's a catalogue, the front cover and the back cover. Inside the catalogue, you'll find products up to 55% off. And she's actually said she was going to put the catalogue in the bin. And the next day, she actually phoned us with a 26 order. And guess what? She'd just picked the products from the back and the front of the catalogue, which were all discounted for 55%. So the public will soon learn that actually happens. So that's the powerful side of it. So that bit kicked in. Now, what I also did like, that over nearly sort of 90% of the products are consumable. So they do run out. And if people like a product, they'll keep on buying it, and especially if they're getting up to 55% off. So that was one of the key things that kicked in place. The products have to be right. Then is the company image. Now, what did the company image look like? It'd been around for a long, long time, since the 60s, but I hadn't seen it since '93. Can you believe that? A company in the UK had been trading away for all them years, and I hadn't come across it in 25 years. It had gone completely under the radar. So I was amazed. You know, if the company image, all right, we'll check the company out, how well they're doing. So then we find out the company's turning over 1.5 billion. It's massive in Europe. There's people in Europe earning £100,000 every 3 weeks. And so anyway, it digs a little bit deeper. So it finds out it's going along nicely in the UK. The top earner in the UK at the minute's earning over £100,000, which I found amazing. Again, completely under the radar. Nobody knows this is going on. So would it be easy for people to join? And yeah, easy to join. It doesn't even take any selling. Is there any negative when you approach people? No. You don't get any resistance negative. People just seem to buy into the industry, because if you don't know, the skincare and the wellness industry is one of the biggest growing markets in the world, because the baby boomers want to be healthy and they want to look good, and they want to look younger than what they actually are. So it's a huge industry. With the company's 1.5 billion turnover and 100 million profit every year for the last 10 years, they've got scientists working on absolutely amazing products. So this is some of the things that was important to me. Now, then you go down the list, and this is really sad, really, because it's people. It's obviously people at HQ running the business. But when you get to the bottom, one of the least most important things when you're actually showing people an M&M company is to check out who the company management is. People have usually well and truly joined before they get there, because what they're focusing on are who give the presentation, is the training provided, and upline support. And obviously they've got to like the product, so they wouldn't join in the first place. But more importantly, it's who give that presentation, training provided. So
the company, obviously we didn't know who the company was. I didn't know who the management was. And obviously when I eventually get to meet the lady who's an MD, she's so amazing, so open. You can actually send her a message and she answers it honestly, and if something needs fixing, she actually fixes it. But obviously because of the size of the turnover of the company, that's not really kicking in, because people basically, it's running like a Swiss watch really. It's amazing how the products actually get delivered with no out of stocks, and everything's pick packing. Is absolutely fantastic. So the company management probably is at the bottom of the list, but it's good then to find out you have important that you actually sort of get that all them sort of bits in place. So this is what it looks like. So when you're finishing having a look at this, just think your points of why you've got involved in a business, and then have another look at it again with the reasons why, because you've got to get all these things in the right place. One I've missed off there is a marketing plan. Again, we're not really talking about that because you've got to convince to be joined, but the marketing plan is one of the best ones I've ever seen, and the percentage is getting earned by having such a small team. If you've got a turnover of about £30,000, you're earning about £3,000 a month. And at the present time in the UK, it's so under the radar. So have a think. If you're involved in network marketing companies, just put below here which the reasons that you joined, and then we'll have a little. If anybody wants any questions about what we're up to, have a fantastic day, have a fantastic Sunday, and